Welcome to Donnington Park. We're here today to catch up with Ian Martin as they prepare for round one of the European Endurance Classic.
Yeah, we're here today at Donington Park. We've bought the two new bikes that we've managed to build up since last season. We've got the engine repaired from the bike that was sadly snapped in half at the Classic Bowl door, and that's all been nicely repaired, all back together. So that's the number one race bike, and we're using that today. We've got Casey O'Gorman and Dan Burnham who have both been riding for us this year in the Classic Endurance Series. They're going to be joined by Lancelot Unisart, our French rider who's done several races for us before. We're looking forward to meeting up with him again. He can't be here today because he's racing at the Northwest 200 on his CBR 600, so good luck to him there. But yeah, test is going well. We've had the bikes on the dyno and we've had them out on track now. Both riders very happy with the bikes, they're going really well. Obviously Casey's putting in some stonking lap times. Dan's first time he's ever ridden a classic race bike, first time he's ever ridden an RC30. But he's really impressed me, and he's really getting to grips with it, and he feels really comfortable on it.
I'm Casey O'Gorman, and this year I'm riding in the Junior GP with Team Australia Galicia, and I'm also doing the European Classic Endurance with Ian Martin and Team Bike. Just a shakedown really, as I haven't ridden the RC30 since the Bowl door last year. So yeah, just getting back used to the bike, and also Dan's trying to get used to the bike as he's riding it for the first time.
It was meant to be a bit of a quiet year, but ended up getting off of the ride with Ian and Team Bike. So this is in the European Classic Endurance of the RC30, so amazing opportunity for me, couldn't obviously turn it down.
Going from kind of, I'm assuming it's second to third.
Yeah.
So it'll be in gear, drop in, and then it'll spin up.
Right, okay.
So this is my first time out on the bike, and the first time for the bike out since it's been rebuilt. So it's been, definitely a little bit of a change, something different to what I'm used to. I've only ever rode modern bikes. Getting used to this is like I say, big change. Mechanical throttle. No creek shifter, no blipper, handles completely different to the Triumphs, really light, really nimble, an incredible bike for sure.
Well, I'm used to a lot more modern bikes where I can just bang it down the gearbox and the engine will do the work, but I've been told off a few times for going down the gears a bit too fast for the older engines, can't cope with it. But yeah, the corners really well. The front's really nice, and yeah, it's quite fast.
I was definitely very nervous, took a few sessions to warm into it, but yeah, I'm happy, feeling like I can go fairly well on it.
What were the first few laps feel like then when you were out on it?
Yeah, pretty, very different, a little bit scary to say the least, but definitely different. Dino was asking me if I'd be happy racing it after the second session. I pretty much said no, I definitely wouldn't want to race it yet. But another couple of sessions and it got easier and easier, and it all started to click. So we kind of quit while we were ahead, packed up the bike now, and then off to France next week for the first round in Paul Ricard, which is also at night as well. So it's new bike that I've only just rode here, new track that I've never been to before. I'm racing at night, which I've never raced at night. So yeah, quite a lot of variables to try and get used to pretty quickly. But yeah, I'm feeling confident. I think we'll be okay. We're doing pretty well in the national endurance on the Triumphs at the moment. So hopefully I can continue that in the European as well.
So we leave next Monday for France, and the first race is at what they call the Sunday Ride Classic, which is a big classic event at Circuit Paul Ricard, and we're doing a 4-hour endurance race, all in the night. So I fitted the double headlights now. Usually we'd only run a single one at like the Bol d'Or, because the Bol d'Or Classic is part of the Bol d'Or 24-hour race. They light all the corners with floodlights, but although we're racing at the same circuit, there won't be any lights, so we've got to rely on our own. So I fitted a couple of high power LEDs, and we usually try and set them at slightly different heights so that when you're braking, turning into the corners, you can still see the track when you're going. So that's the ideal thing of having two lights, is you can have them set slightly differently. After Paul Ricard was supposed to be Navarra in June, but that's been cancelled, or at least postponed until November. So we'll be at Pau, which is down near Biarritz in France. We raced a 4-hour race there last year and came second, did very well. So we're going back there. Casey will be joining us there. The first round at Paul Ricard is just going to be Lancelot and Dan, because it clashes with Casey's Junior GP. The second round in the middle of July is going to be Casey and Dan. And then we're going to be doing the Bol d'Or, which sadly again Casey can't race in that one either. And then we've got a 3-hour which backs onto the No Limits race here at Donington in October. So Casey will be back on the bike for that one. So it's quite a full season really.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this kind of content, then please do like and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.